Hi, I'm Zach, and this is Challengers Vedic Astrology and Tarot. Welcome to the channel. Alright, so today we're doing the May Tarot reading for Virgo, Ascendant, Moon, and Sun signs. And if you like this video and you want to see more great content like it, be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps out me and the channel. To be notified whenever I release a new video, be sure to hit the bell icon and select all. And if you'd like a Vedic Sidereal birth chart, a personal tarot reading, or an astrology consultation, links to those will be in the description box in the comments below. And if you'd like to donate to help support the channel, links to those will be in the description box as well. Alright, so Virgo. These are your Vedic Sidereal placements, not your Western Tropical. If you don't know your Vedic Sidereal placements, you can get a birth chart calculator, or a birth chart, there we go, from my website. Alright, but these are important because I use your Vedic Sidereal transits to confirm what we're seeing in your reading. Okay. Now, I also use Nakshatra, aka constellation Omens, to confirm what I'm seeing in your reading as well as get some extra details. Especially when Moon is transiting in or aspecting a constellation, as well as, whatever omens take place while I'm filming the reading. Okay. But these are general readings. They may not apply to you. What I say about the transits will, the Nakshatra or constellation omens will as well, but the actual tarot reading itself may not apply. If it doesn't, check your other placements. Okay, there we go. Alright, but we're going to kick things off with a Celtic cross with the tarot, and we'll close things out with the Kipper Oracle spread, and I'm going to clarify all of it. I'm going to lay out your cards, and then we'll talk about it. Alright, Virgo. So, overall energy, we have the Five of Wands. There's conflict here. Okay? Or you're conflicted. Now, part of the matter, the Hierophant. Hierophant can be your beliefs, but it can also be a committed relationship. Those are the typical meanings of the Hierophant. Challenge, Four of Swords. Challenge is resting, healing. Your focus, the Emperor. The Emperor is the peak of masculine energy. It's about taking action. It's also about being the one in charge, possibly being in control. But you could be focused on a person who's like this, if it's not you being focused on becoming like this person. Now, in the past, we had the Two of Cups, some kind of relationship. There in the past. A romantic relationship. Now, your strength, we have the King of Swords. So you're showing me you're very intelligent and very determined. Now, in the immediate future, we have the Five of Cups. Okay? So, this is past sorrow and past regrets that are bubbling to the surface. They're showing up for you. Now, in the supportive energy, we have the Sun, happiness. So I'm getting that as what's supporting your happiness. Now, the hidden energy, we have the Devil, something unhealthy, toxic. This could be an unhealthy pattern, or it can be an individual who's not healthy for you, or a situation that's bad for you. Now, hopes and fears, the Nine of Cups. Hoping for emotional balance, emotional wish fulfillment. Fearing that those won't take place. And the potential outcome, Nine of Swords. A lot of stress and a lot of anxiety. Okay. Looks like it may be a bit of a difficult month here, Virgo. Which which makes sense. Mars is transiting in Aries. Aries is your 8th house. 8th house is psychological baggage, sudden ups and downs. It can be difficult. Well, let's see. Why the Five of Wands? King of Wands, Page of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So this could be a couple things. It could be light communication between you and another person that either there's a conflict between you all or this causes some conflict. This could also be conflict in a family dynamic. Like between a person, their spouse, and something involving a child as well. We have Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Could be tied to some rash action someone took. Alright. Why the Hierophant for the heart of the matter? King of Swords, Temperance, and the Sun. So you're showing me you're very determined in time to balance, heal, and have happiness. Now this could be in a committed relationship, or this could be tied to what you believe in, because the Hierophant is also tied to your beliefs. But 9 of Wands, there's something about persevering here or feeling blocked. Challenge, the 4 of Swords. Why is that your challenge? Two of Wands, 7 of Cups, Justice. Okay. So you're showing me that resting and healing is a challenge. You're waiting for opportunities for balance. Possibly to make things right, but I'm leaning balance. Now, at the bottom of the deck, we have the 8 of Cups. So there could be some kind of emotional disconnect here. And you're trying to find balance after that, possibly. Alright, why the Emperor in your focus? Tower, King of Cups, 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're focused on some sudden shakeup when it came to your emotional and possibly even balance in the material world. 4 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Some kind of disappointment here. Possibly rejection that you dealt with. Okay. Now, I'm getting that this is in a relationship. But yeah, you're definitely focused on it. Now, why 2 of Cups in the past? Okay. Death, 8 of Wands, 6 of Cups. So in the past, there was a relationship, a strong soul connection. I'm leaning it was romantic, but it could have been familial or even a friend. You most likely had a history with this person, but somebody communicated that this was over, that there was an ending. Or Wands, this is someone you were living with. Whether it was a committed relationship or, just roommates or something. But you were living with this person. That definitely narrows it down for you. Why the King of Swords and your strength? Two of Cups, Judgment, and High Priestess. Okay. Judgment and High Priestess. That is a very spiritual combination. Okay. So you're showing me that there's some very transformative decision tied to a relationship. You're very determined to carry this out. Your intuition's guiding you, that gut instinct. Queen of Wands, you have a lot of passion for this. Now, Judgment's there. Judgment can be tied to a revival of a situation. On the Judgment card, people are being revived from the dead. Especially on that Judgment card. Okay. Now, I usually don't get judgment alone is that, but you're showing me a lot tied to a past relationship. So I have 5 of Cups in the immediate future. Devil, the Fool, the Queen of Swords. Alright. So, you have past sorrow and past regrets, especially tied to some toxic, unhealthy dynamic with someone who is just as intelligent as you. Very sharp, very cutting. But you want a new beginning with them, despite all this sorrow tied to the past. There is something unhealthy about it here in the immediate future. Now, that could be on your side, could be on theirs. Could be the both of you. Maybe when you two mix, it's like fire and gasoline. And not in a good way. Maybe. 2 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. There's definitely a lot of confusion. Weighing things up. Why the Sun in the supportive energy? Chariot, the Moon, and the Sun. Or, sorry, the Moon and the 4 of Pentacles. Over the Sun. Okay. So, the supportive energy is you moving towards something hidden. Or something that depresses you that you want to hold on to. You're showing me that that's your happiness. Also, Sun and the Moon. That is a very powerful combination as well. Now, I usually get that tied to an eclipse, but we're not having an eclipse anytime soon. The next eclipse is in August, I think. Like middle of August, I think. And I don't remember exactly what sign it's taking place in, because that's kind of far out. Okay, so there could be something tied to the next solar or lunar eclipse. So just keep that in mind. But there's something that you're not expecting, not seeing clearly, that's going to bring happiness for you around that time. Okay, Knight of Wands, something you're going to have passion for. Alright, why the Devil in the hidden energy? Oh, wow. Okay. 6 of Swords, 8 of Cups, Ace of Swords. So this is in the hidden energy. These are unhealthy patterns that maybe you haven't noticed. This is tied up to the immediate future where you want a new beginning with this person. You're showing me that you're wanting to move towards calmer waters, away from these unhealthy patterns, disconnect from that, and have some honest communication about that. Now, it could be before you weren't recognizing these patterns, and that's why it's in the hidden energy. I'm not getting this as them being toxic, but there could be a chance of that. I mean, this is a general reading, so for some of you, maybe that is the case. If so, I see there's an honest conversation about that. About how they were being, toxic or obsessive or something like that. Okay, 3 of Wands. Someone's been looking forward to that conversation. By the 9 of Cups and the hopes and fears. Page of Wands, Knight of Swords, 4 Cups. Okay. So, you're showing me that you're excited to communicate about this, to have emotional balance, and that this is an emotional wish fulfillment. But you are afraid of rejection here. For sure. You're hoping you won't be rejected. Yeah, 3 of Cups. So 3 of Cups and Judgment. Definitely wanting to bring this back together. Let's see the 9 of Swords for that potential outcome. A lot of stress and a lot of anxiety. Probably even a lot of sleepless nights tied to this as well. Let's see. Queen of Cups, Six of Wands, the Emperor. Yeah. Okay. You want victory with this person. And that's what you're having a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety about. Try to take a step back. Well, you're kind of getting your nerves shot here. Ace of Cups. I see you want new love with this person in particular. Now, you need to keep in mind, they may not be open to that. And if so, do you want new love with them? Or do you want new love in general? Because if they're not interested, then if you want to ever have new love again, it will have to be with someone else. Just be prepared for that possibility. Okay. So, still by the end of this month, I just see you stressing about this. And I get it. Right now, Saturn and Mars are in your 7th house. That's definitely showing conflict in relationships. It's oil and gasoline, or oil and fire mixing in one house. That's difficult. Especially in the house of relationships. Alright. Judgment, King of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. Yeah. You're showing me you want to talk to them. And 8 of Wands, that's a back and forth between two people. You want that. You don't want just, one text and, maybe they'll text you back in, a week or something. No. You want an in-depth conversation with this person about reviving this relationship. But death is at the bottom of the deck. So especially tied to this ending, you want to talk about that. But be aware of the possibility that this may be done. For real. Okay. It's not giving me a solid outcome for you because there probably isn't a solid outcome in the month of May at least. Alright. Let's look at your oracle cards and see what's going on there. Maybe they'll add to this or, talk about something completely different. Let's see. Okay. So we have privileged lady, concern, and false person. Okay. So, either you are this lady, or you're dealing with this lady, but there's some concern about someone being dishonest. Being false. Alright. We also have main male, wealthy man, and journey. Something about 2 men taking a trip. This could also be a man on a journey to better finances. For some of you, maybe this is being something tied to 2 men. Could even be romantic. Like having to choose between 2 men. I don't know. Let's clarify. Let's get all the crazy extra details these oracle cards sometimes give. My privileged lady. Goldfish, increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. And flute, disappointment in a friend or lover. Okay. So, I'm getting that more so as an increase in spiritual growth. But yeah, disappointed when it comes to a friend or a lover. Why concern? Yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. Cup, you should accept valid criticism. Okay. So you're concerned, feeling tied down, lots of frustration. I get that you're also frustrated at some criticism that you're receiving, maybe, or maybe how they criticized you. Maybe you're concerned that that criticism is valid. Okay. Not really getting anything other than that, just you are concerned about this. Okay, why false person? Jug, lighthearted, carefree time, and woman. Okay. So you're worried. Either you're this woman or this is a woman that you were dealing with. Someone kind of being flippant, basically, like maybe going out, partying, not being honest. Maybe you're worried they were going behind your back. Okay. Not really getting more details than that. Alright, why these two men in a journey, or a man moving towards wealth, or someone deciding between two men? Let's see how this narrows down. Why main male? Grief, sorrow over a loss tied to career. The career card. Okay. Okay, so a man having some sorrow tied to career difficulties. So right now, Jupiter is transiting in the 10th house of career and status for Virgo people. In the constellation of Punarvasu, which is tied to repeated failures. So I do see that those will probably continue for a little bit, but Punarvasu, eventually you find success after those failures. Okay. Why wealthy men? Hills, obstacles to overcome, and butterfly, a change for the better. Okay, so I definitely see that this particular man I'm talking to here, you're going to overcome these obstacles. There's going to be a change for the better, and you're going to have better finances. It'll be when Jupiter moves into Cancer, by the way. Jupiter will expand your gains, help you fulfill those hopes, wishes, and desires, especially when it transits into Pushya, the Nakshatra or constellation of prosperity. There you go. Really narrowed it down for you. Okay. Now, why journey? I'm not getting a career message for the ladies out there, sorry. Okay. Broken wishbone, wish will not be granted. Four-leaf clover, great good fortune. Well, that's a mixed message. Okay. We'll pull an extra card on that. Try to understand what this is talking about better. Okay, unicorn. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Okay. So I get that a certain wish of yours isn't going to be granted. But your intuition, you have a lot of good fortune when it comes to your intuition, that gut instinct of yours. Follow that. It's going to be a journey, but follow your intuition. It's going to guide you to more success in life, whether you're a man or a woman. I'm definitely seeing things improving, but not immediately. Okay. But that's what I have for you, Virgo. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps out me in the channel. To be notified whenever I release a new video, be sure to hit the bell icon and select all. And if you'd like a Vedic Sidereal birth chart, a personal tarot reading, or an astrology consultation, links to those will be in the description box and the comments below. And if you'd like to donate to help support the channel, links to those will be in the description box as well. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all on the next one.